Howdy doody, everyone. Are you working on your double turns? And are you having a little bit of trouble? Well, you've come to the right place. I'm just gonna give you a few pointers on a double pirouette for gymnastics. Hip hip hooray! You could probably apply this to whatever dance you're doing also. So let me show you a double turn first. I am Coach Meggin, and I was formerly level 10 many, many moons ago. Finally, I hit it right on the buzzer. So we'll start with the basics. As you step into it, one arm out, other arm forward, you know, like you're holding the beach ball. Ooh, I want to go to the beach. Yes, give me that ball. With one arm, you don't want to drop this elbow. Keep this elbow up and really push your shoulders down. And think of like, as you step into it, someone's pulling you. Hey, stop it up there. I told you to knock it off. It really, really helps. So you can just stand here nice and tall and spot something. The spotting really, really is helping me because I haven't done these in a while and everything's just, it's all coming back to me, into my body. So step and just bring your arms up and go to a passe. Just do that a few times, you know, to warm up. And then you can go ahead and do your half turn. So as your knee starts pulling up, your forward arm is gonna open to the side and your other arm is gonna lift. And that's when you really pull up and then you turn that hip and that shoulder. So just go ahead and do half turn. And there's many, many different ways to do turns. Like this is more for if you're maybe an optional and you have a double turn in your optional floor routine. This is great for that. And then you go on to a full turn. So you're just gonna give it a little more twist in that heel and that hip. Spot your object. Right now I'm looking at a figure of some kind of cave guy over there that my husband has on the shelf. I'll call him Fred. Okay, Fred. So eyeballs straight ahead. You can look at your spot before you go and then kind of look up. And do a lot of, you know, full turns to warm up, or you can just go right into it. But that's a good warm up. See how I was nice and square? Feel your stomach tightening at the end, and as soon as you come around to that spot, you have to stop everything. You gotta just squeeze and then step it out forward. Then you're ready to just go for it. So you definitely, when I do this, I notice that I see the spot ahead of me right as I'm going into it, and then I can see it again as I come out of the full turn. I'll try and tell you when in the middle of my double turn. I don't know if this is possible, but so I see it now and I'll make a noise when I see the figure again. Now, oh my gosh, see? It was really fast, but I could kind of see it. So it's just a matter of practice. Now I want to tell you, do not get too, like this is not smart. Like going right next to a TV, a really nice brand new TV. Oh, please don't do that. Go where you have a lot of space and make sure that the carpet you're on, do not do this on like kind of like a squeaky like mat, like, you know, like a folding mat that's like the what is it made out of? Not rubber, but you know what I mean. Any like squishy surface, I've broken my toe. You don't want to break your toes. So anything that's like this kind of carpet is fine. Even this carpet, I did it and it was a little rough. Sometimes a wood floor can be kind of dangerous too. I would just stick to a nice soft carpet, or you can go ahead and get your sock. But remember, on a wood floor, if you put your sock on, you can slip really bad. So I would stick to the carpet personally. I just tried one with a sock on. Here, I'll show you real quick. Much easier with that sock. But the most important thing, did I say this? I kind of said it. As you step into it, you can't drop your chest. You really have to keep your chest up and step as you go into it. You don't want to step to the side, because if you go for a double turn and you're like, oh my gosh, or if you step this way. So as you go, it's kind of like, you can even turn, you're not supposed to, but I do a little bit. I almost give it a tiny pull to the opposite way to give me a little more momentum as I go into it. But you don't want to be like, whew. You just, a little tiny bit, but you're stepping directly in front of you. I think it's easier going from flat and then twisting that heel. And then I go up onto my toe. That works for me. Try and get a passe. And then, like I said, out, and then the arms are gonna come up, and you keep pulling up, keep that chest up. And then as soon as you come around and you see that figure, because I was overstepping it, I was overstepping a lot, or overturning in the beginning. So as soon as you come around, you feel your shoulders squaring out, you can just step onto that front leg bend, little plie, and then pull back. And here's from the side, because I didn't show you from the side yet. As you're turning, try not to turn on a bent leg. I know, of course, all the girls do the knee turns. That, obviously, you want your leg bent, but when you're doing just a nice tall double turn, you don't want to, it just doesn't look as good. And when you go for the double turn, you do really need to put some oomph into it. You got to really kind of go a lot harder than the full turn, because full turn, there's almost hardly any effort, and the double, you really kind of feel those shoulders and that hip and that knee just turning. But like I said, you gotta lift it up also. Okay. And I'd stop after about 15-20, because now my ball of my foot feels like it's kind of like gonna catch on fire. So don't overdo it. So that's basically it. I actually used to do these on the balance beam. That's crazy. How did I ever do that? But it was just practice and practice and staying straight as you go into it, and then pulling up, spotting that spot. Ooh, I see you. Alrighty, great job. I wish you luck on those turns. Go get them. Have a super fantastic turning kind of day. Here's your end of the video trick. I have a million other videos and workouts. Just type Coach Megan and whatever trick you want, it should pop up. And you can download my app too to find more videos. Alrighty.